So talking about Mercedes and touching on Red Bull, you were going to talk about Perez and, of course, his fight through the field. We've seen him do this quite a few times now, battling through the field. He probably provided the vast majority of the overtakes on the day. It was a good performance overall. He did take a bit of time to get into it. He had that big flat spot where he was trying to overtake Schumacher and a massive lock-up and had to pit again.
Yeah.
And then he seemed to struggle for a bit there, and eventually he got some pace, and then he started cutting through the field and did very well by the end of it. Like the final result to get to where did he end up?
He ended up in P8, and he started in P16.
Yeah, well, he started from the pit lane, didn't he?
Did he?
Or did he start? Oh no, sorry. Yeah, he started from the pit lane. Yeah, because he qualified P16. But didn't he take an engine? He
did. Yes, he did.
So he started from the pit lane.
So he actually had 12 cars. Yeah.
So he did do very well, but he does have the fastest car on the grid. So he bloody well should be making up that many paces, even if it is a difficult track to overtake at. So, and of course, really, he shouldn't be starting from that far back. The pit lane is because of engine things, but it shouldn't be P16. It should be much higher up. He should be battling with Bottas for that second row.
Yes, and this is what I mean. So Red Bull and Mercedes are in this tightly knit, fascinating, thrilling battle for both championships at the moment. But both of these teams have drivers who just aren't helping their number one drivers at the moment. And I know no team has a number one driver, but let's just pretend that Max and Lewis are the number one drivers.
No number one driver.
Let's just pretend that Max and Lewis, aren't the number one drivers and they're all on equal footing. Why isn't Bottas helping? Why isn't Bottas being the wingman he needs to be this season? And Perez, I know he's new to the car and he should be feeling a lot more relaxed now because actually he's secured a deal for next year as well, which is fantastic because, his predecessors, all 130 of them who Red Bull have gone through in the last 2 years, haven't secured contracts for the following year. And, here Perez is doing a much better job, more consistent, is really, racing hard, which is fantastic. But that hard racing we're seeing is from the back of the grid. And what we want to see is Mercedes, Red Bull, or vice versa. Like you alluded to with the Ferrari-McLaren battle, we need to see these four cars fighting for the top three positions or the top step of the podium, not just letting it be two. Long gone are the days where... Do you remember when Mercedes and Ferrari were always fighting back in 2016 or 2017? It was, Mercedes, Ferrari, and it was just battle upon battle, and it was like, oh, they're in a Mercedes sandwich. Oh, now they're in a Ferrari sandwich. Oh, what are they going to do? They're going to go for the undercut. Oh, that car's going for the overcut. It was amazing. But we don't hear any of that now because it's just two drivers who are 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds ahead of the whole field, and they can do whatever they want because they're so far ahead. Let's get these other drivers, not second place drivers. Let's get Sergio and Bottas or whoever it will be next year. Well, we know it's going to be George, but let's talk about this year. Let's get these drivers back up to the top of the field and let's have a massive battle towards the end of the season because I don't want the Constructors' Championship to be decided by the poor performance of a number two driver.
And who was in that P4 that Perez should have been occupying? It was Pierre Gasly.
Exactly.
In the AlphaTauri, which tells another story as well, doesn't it? Given he's presumably wants to get back into a Red Bull. He wants to show what he's made of and get back into a potential race-winning car again. And that AlphaTauri is a good car. Pierre Gasly is proving that it definitely has pace. But it's probably not where he wants to be in the long run. He probably wants to be somewhere a bit more competitive, a little less ostensibly junior as AlphaTauri is.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's an interesting tale there. And we've not quite seen that top four battle that we thought that we might. So it'll be interesting to see if Perez can turn things around. Like you say, he has the safety net of knowing that he's going to be there next year. But hasn't Perez done net? Well, yeah, difficult to. I don't think Red Bull knows what a safety net is. It's just not in their dictionary, is it? They it's becoming a slightly. It's kind of impressive, but in a way, it's unnecessary that he should be fighting his way all the way from the back. And it's Sergio Perez has overtaken an Aston Martin, or he's overtaken a Williams or something. And it's like, yeah, that's great, mate, but they're not really the people you should be battling with. And he's still got a little bit of development to go through with that car, clearly.